Alrighty. Lord have mercy. It is your friend CryptoFace. Um, Man, I have been on I think it's been about 3 days of just catching up on sleep. Um, when I think about it, for the past, I don't even know how long, months, months. Um, Even when I do nap or pass out in the chair, it's like I've had one eye open, like Leon the professional. Um, and I'll wake up here, I'll be up for an hour or so, and it's just like I'm gonna go lay down again. So I've been catching up on much, 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 much needed sleep. But anyways, who cares about that? Um, I have an interview tomorrow with, I believe, the #1 channel in crypto. It's got the most views and followers. That I believe is going to air. I think they said on Saturday. So we got to take a look on what things look like in the grand scheme, what things look like in the immediate short term for Bitcoin, for altcoins, and maybe a couple others. So we're gonna take our time here, and I also have a couple things that I need to say to a couple different entities. So before we get into analysis, let me do that. The first message I have is for my Chinese companions. Okay. And this has always happened. Every time there is any type of blip on an exchange or an issue, or if something goes down for a little bit, everyone blows me up. And these Chinese, they are persistent. They message me all the time. Always, 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 always. But you know, this is kind of for everyone. Just leave me alone a little bit. Back off a little bit. I'm not just gonna go hopping from exchange to exchange to exchange for no reason. I'll tell you what. If I will, yeah, I'll tell you what. You want me to come to your exchange, and you want to be #1? Here's the deal. I trade with all my money. Any loss I have, you give it back to me. Any win I have is mine. Plus the commissions that I get from who I'm working with now, we can discuss that. But how about that, huh? Any loss I have, give it back. Any win I have, it's mine. I'm well worth it. Shit. Anyways, taking a look at Bitcoin here. We are at a spider line. This is the non-log. These are the 2.0 spider lines, the most recent. We broke through the trifecta of before, so now we're down here. And on the non-logs, we're sitting right at a spider line here. This is the daily RSIs, red and open money flow coming down, momentum's coming down. So this is bearish on the daily. Let's go to the weekly actually here and take a look-see here. All right, momentum coming down here. Let's see, we got 2.5 days left in the week. I don't even know what day it is, dude. That's crazy. Is it Friday? Are we going into Friday? Legit? I don't know. Okay. The 2-week clipping on momentum right at the 60 line. Typically, when momentum is above the 60 line, it's got power. On lower time frames, for example, like when a wave first crosses, most of the time there's still another wave, right? This time there was only a single wave. Normally, it's when the wave first breaches that 60 line, there's at least one more most of the time. So that didn't happen here, and This is a lower, a lower low on momentum on the 2-week. VWAP is coming down, so that's a little concerning. That is a little concerning on the 2-week. But has it played out? Has that played out on the 3-day? We'll take a look at the 3-day. These are hike and a sheet candles. The gates are open to the downside right now. VWAP oscillation is curving up, but this can diverge. If the VWAP's coming up, while VWAP's coming up, price can keep coming down until this thing gets up there. Just as a note, we'll see if that starts pinching. If this momentum starts pinching on the 2-day, hasn't pinched yet, and we cannot say this is pinching because it can keep going. So on the 2-day, VWAP still coming up. Money flow, momentum's coming down. Not looking really good on the 2-day here. Not looking really good on the 2-day. Bitcoin's going to need to hold this spider line. Let's go to the daily. Weak. This is weak. Weak sauce. Weak sauce. RSI's scattered red. Doesn't look good for Bitcoin in the immediate short term. Which kind of brings me to what I'm thinking overall. And let me just kind of tap on that for now. If we go to the weekly and we kind of look at the big picture here, I know it's a little messy. Okay, here it's 2025. Okay, 2026. Boom. Okay, so this is the end of the year. This line right here is the end of the year, the new year. And the idea is, well, don't we pump in October, November, December? That's when we hit all-time highs, right? So if we measure, let me go to a cleaner chart. If we measure the drops, let's say, let's just go off these ones, or like even this one, from here to when the candle first starts coming up. What is that? 77 days. All right. That brings us to October 25 into November. So we can actually see, 2 months of overall bearish action. And then come, October, November, boom, that's when we start popping off. We've been kind of comfortable. I feel like everyone, and hopefully it does, everyone just kind of wants this thing just to keep on going for the rest of the year. Just stay this direction, up, up, up for the rest of the year. But that might not be happening. That might not happen. We might need to see these dog days of summer come down a little bit, and then at the end of the year, boom, maybe we have that. So, not saying that's what I think is going to happen. I'm just saying that we kind of have to prepare ourselves mentally that is within the wherewithal of what could happen. If things keep kind of looking, lame, if we don't get curvature back up, if this doesn't come back up, momentum doesn't come back up, RSIs don't come back up. Trading wise, Bitcoin's obviously been easier to trade. Ethereum has been a nightmare. Just for me, I know plenty of you are doing great. It's great. I'm happy for y'all who've been short and kicking ass. It's been the worst month for me. Everyone already knows it's been the worst month for me in, I think, years. So, wake me up in October. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I am waiting for that confident move where I can just take a good swing at it. Not this chintzy stuff that's been going on. This little chintzy stuff, where it's choppy, it's lame. There's not much there. A lot of tough acting to act, and a lot of it's just crappy price action, choppy, sideways, and small moves. This is not CryptoFace trading environment. This is not the environment that I find myself enjoying myself, for sure. But that could change any day. And tomorrow, I could see the sign. I could be like, ooh, this is too good to refuse, and we're back in. So until then, just for me personally, it's really just a waiting game. Waiting for that. Waiting to see the trade I can't refuse, the offers I can't refuse. Which, in my opinion, is that's how I like to do it. I like hitting nice swings. The legitimate traders that I know that are legitimately successful and legitimately profitable, they're cracking a few trades a month. It's swings. Not so much picking up pennies every day in it 24/7. And there's times where we can do that. There's times where I like burning the rubber, skidding around, and having a damn good time, and in tune. But when you're not in tune and you're crashing out, it's not fun at all. Yeah. And so I think we need to assess the possibility, that we don't have to just keep going up for the rest of the year. We can come down and then come back up in October, November, December. There's still plenty, 3-4 months left. So, let's see here. What is that? The 12-hour, the 6-hour. Yeah, choppy. No curvature coming back up here yet. Yep. Yeah. Nothing super tantalizing here. What's going on with Planetar? Planetar. Now, Planetar, after this drop, a lot of people were super bearish on Palantir. Maybe they still are. A lot of people were calling for Planetar, Palantir to come down quite a bit more. We held steady. And so far, it's looking pretty good. What is this, the hourly? We got money flow coming up. RSIs are looking pretty good. Momentum's coming up. Palantir, Planetar is looking pretty decent here on the hourly. I like it. And Planetar has a way of crushing bears. The on TV, the guys on TV, on CNBC and whatnot, they're always saying Planetar needs a pullback. Planetar needs a pullback. And, there what? There was your pullback. Oh, gold's still 3,300. Oh, wow, look at that, 3,400. Look at that, went up $100. Wow, look at that. Look at that consolidation. Ooh. All right. Okay. What about the daily? All right, the 12-hour. Okay, so if this inward curves, if this can curve back up, momentum slightly looks like it's coming back up. RSIs, yeah, I think gold looks good, poised for a little breakout out of this. Yeah, it's been consolidating. It's gone into the red. It looks like it's fighting back into the green. Let's go to the 6-hour. 6-hour. It's less red. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. The red money flow is coming less and less. It's choppy. Don't get me wrong. It's choppy, but there is signs. There are signs here. I think gold looks good, even if it comes down, even if it still has time to play out. Gold looks good. I think gold and bullish on gold. Which might be bearish for crypto. Pretty sure they're kind of inverse. They've been having an inverse correlation. Someone should look into that. Yeah. So, how about Solano? What's Solano doing? Solano knocking 214, 215. Okay, I mean it's taking its shot. It's shooting its shot. I will say, man, we've been seeing cryptos doing different things. You know, Bitcoin will go one way, Ethereum will go one way, XRP will go another. Um, yeah, thick money flow here. Now it's not really the time I'd want to be looking to enter in, but nothing really to see here. Nothing really jumping at me here. Ripple money flow coming down, momentum coming down. On the 8 hour, is that what we're on, the 8 hour? Geez, you know, I'm seeing just a lot of, it's a lot of slop going both ways. Slop and chop. That's across the board. I think that's what I think that's the words of the day. The words of the day and of the week and month. Just slop and chop. And the Binance ringworm, sandworm is just going to be gutting people up. And I mean, today I went back, you know, today I entered a couple little trades on ETH and Bitcoin, and one of them did all right, you know, in and out a little bit, but just it's too jerky, too lame. And the last message I forgot, besides the Chinese, was to my trade groups. Man, you guys need to leave me alone. Leave me alone. If we don't enter a trade for a few days, that's how it is. If I wait a week, 2 weeks, that's how it is. That's for everyone. You know, most of y'all been good, but you know, if we have a good trade, you don't need to tell me. You don't need to text me and message me and tell me good job. You don't need to ask me what's coming next. You don't. You just you know, man. I'm telling you, if the roles were changed, you'd understand. You know, you don't call your Charles Schwab guy every other day or every day. You don't text your guy at Morgan Stanley every day or every other day. So you know, that's all. But it's all good. And I think Fight Back still works for 40% off Market Cipher, I think. And I'm keeping an eye on everyone with Breakout. Y'all are still crushing it. So that's good. And other than that, I'll see you when I see you. Wake me up in October.